to the charts with Big Boss Crypto, bringing on a day trading analysis on Bitcoin and on Chainlink. A looming World War III sent Bitcoin from its highs all the way down to 60k, and we're starting to form the infamous double top formation. Where do we go from next? Well, let's take a look at the charts. So as you know from my last day trading updates, if you've been watching those, I've been talking about this potential double top formation, which will happen when we break this local low right here at 60.8k and hold below it. We haven't closed any daily candle below it yet. We've wicked once below it. So it is potentially looming in the next coming days. And if we do that, then we're going to the downside to recover these big green candles, volume candles, which you can see on the previous rate tool. We haven't recovered those for quite a while, and I do think it's very healthy if we do that to load up on the open orders and then move out there. So yeah, that's what's coming next, when or if we close a daily candle below 60.8k on the daily time frame. That is basically your double top confirmation. None of this financial advice, just for education and entertainment purposes only. So in the next impulse we move to the downside, however, I do think we could go all the way down to 51.6k, where we have these volume candles, as you can see. Would be great to load up, create a double bottom formation around that area, and then move out of there to basically get rid of all the retail traders and the crap coin casino, which is going on and has been going on for quite a while, ever since we made that all-time high, to get somewhat of a take some time to reflect, load up those of us who are basically investing long-term and holding, and then we could see the golden bull run starting. Looking at the news event for this week, we don't have much going off today, except for Jerome Powell is speaking today. But I don't think he's going to say anything revolutionary. He's going to say that he's data dependent. And yeah, as you know, the thing going off in the Middle East was going off this weekend, and that could have a potential effect on the market because Israel hasn't made any answers yet, and we'll just have to wait and see how that evolves. But I do think we could have another drop to recover these volume candles in the next coming weeks when we have some turbulence in the Middle East. Looking at the liquidation map, we could have a relief rally. You can see a lot of liquidations here at 64.3k. To the downside, not much money left on the table for the market maker to grab. So we could have another relief rally, trapping some retail traders thinking, this was the bottom, now we're going up to all-time highs again. And they reverse it from 64.3k down to sub 60k. That could be on the charts, but you do whatever you want to do. Now let's take a look at Chainlink. Finally, we see some moves on Chainlink as well, and this time to the downside. We were in a range for over a couple of weeks. I'm talking about this range right here. So we created a top and we created a bottom. So yeah, this range, we bounced around there for a couple of weeks, and then bam, we moved to the downside, finally recovering this volume candle, which I've been talking to you about for the last day trading updates. Recovered those and created a volume candle in that zone as well. So they're gonna come back to that point at some time in the future. However, lovely to see a double top formation on Chainlink as well, as you can see right here. Broke out it at $16. We're on our way to the downside. Lovely, because we have this big, huge volume candle area. You can see at the volume, huge move by the market maker from basically the 1 year, over 1 year accumulation zone. I would love to see us tap into that zone one more time. So this is what I'm looking at for Chainlink. We could have created our first low, so we're gonna have our first retrace. We're gonna have a second low, second retrace, and then a third and final low, which could go sub $10. Would be so great if we cleared some of these open orders by the market maker. You're gonna see a VIC possibly to $8.5. We're gonna stabilize around $9 to $10 and then shift out there to possibly 3 digits in the future. However, this is a day trading update, so I'm gonna talk about the next move. So the next move is possibly, as you see on Bitcoin, we have a liquidation zone at 64k. So if Bitcoin went to 64k, we could see us tap into $16 for Chainlink, or at lows $15 to $14, which could be a trading opportunity for you. So set some take profits at 15.2, or if you're even braver than that, you could go all the way up to $16.5. Close it off. Look for reversal signs on the lower time frames, and then bam, ride it to the downside. Could go all the way down to sub $10, which would be so great for the long-term investor. So at least I'm waiting for that to load up on some more, because we're never gonna see sub $10 per Chainlink again. If that happens, because none of this is financialized, it's just for education and entertainment purposes only. I hope you learned something. Big Boss out.